starts with a whisper, or maybe a letter. One moment you're a regular kid, the next you're staring at a wall that just might be magic. For Harry, it's platform 9 3/4. For Phillip Aisling, it's the edge of sleep.
That subtle shift.
Exactly. But for both, it's the beginning of everything.
Get ready to embark on lucid journeys. Explore the Phillip Aisling multiverse.
All right, so welcome everyone to this deep dive. And today we're going to be talking about something pretty wild.
Yeah.
We're going to be jumping headfirst into Phillip Aisling's multiverse. So today we're doing a deep dive into how these two seemingly different heroes discover and cross these thresholds into unseen worlds.
Yeah, showing us that what we think is real, well, it might just be the tip of the iceberg.
Definitely. Get ready to feel that wonder of stepping into these incredible realms with us.
What's really striking, I think, is how both Harry and Phillip find these gateways. They seem impossible, right? But they lead somewhere completely new.
Totally impossible from their old perspective.
Right. For Harry, platform 9 3/4 is, well, it's physical. It's hidden right there in a busy train station.
In plain sight, almost.
Almost. And it needs that external key, the Hogwarts letter, that kicks it all off, pulling him into a magical world where, the magic is mostly learned from the outside. Wands, spells.
He's basically invited into an existing system. Yeah, that external reveal is so iconic for Harry. But what about the nature of the power they access? It feels different.
Very.
Phillip Aisling's journey feels more internal. His portal isn't a wall you charge at.
No.
It's inside his own head, hidden in sleep. It's mental, maybe spiritual, and it's triggered by like an inner knowing.
It's an internal realization.
And that doesn't just lead to one place, like Hogwarts, but to a whole multiverse, alternate realities, and his power, his magic, it comes from within, from his consciousness.
Yeah.
That's, for me, the really mind-bending part. The biggest gateways might be internal, not external.
You've nailed a key point there. And Philip's path is fascinating because the power source shifts, doesn't it? Harry gets an invitation. Philip essentially has to, discover and maybe even create the magic within himself. At first, his dreams are observational. He's just a witness.
Just watching.
Yeah, just watching. And advanced dreamers know that these initial dreams, they aren't just random bits of fantasy. Philip learns they are actual glimpses.
Glimpses.
Into what?
Into parallel realities. Real people, real places, real events happening in other timelines. They're perceived, not just imagined.
Whoa, okay, so it's not like dreaming about a dragon. It's potentially seeing a dragon that is somewhere else.
That's the idea. It's a huge shift in understanding what dreams can be.
That's massive, and then his journey goes deeper.
It does. As he achieves lucidity, real control and awareness in the dream state, things change dramatically.
How so?
His dreams stop being just passive viewing screens. They become interactive gateways.
Interactive.
Yes. And those who trained in multiversal navigation understand that lucid dreaming like this becomes a multiversal tool.
A tool. Meaning it's not just about controlling your dream. It's about consciously moving through and even interacting with what seem to be separate alternate realities.
So like less dream, more. Access point.
Exactly. And an access point to parallel dimensions. And, spoiler, but in later books, Philip learns how this ability lets him actually alter timelines.
Alter timelines.
Yeah.
That affects his waking life.
In significant ways, yes. This whole arc, going from watching to shaping, it really mirrors that universal human journey, doesn't it? Discovering our own power to affect our world.
Yeah, moving from passive observer to active participant. That's powerful.
So let's go back to the hidden portal idea. Harry's is physical, brick and mortar, needs that external reveal.
Right.
But Philip's gateway, the dream, it's there every night, hidden in plain sight, you could say.
Always accessible.
Just waiting for that spark of awareness to unlock it. It really makes you question everyday reality, doesn't it?
And that's the thrill, isn't it? That's the real lasting magic from both these incredible stories. That feeling of boundless possibility. Whether it's Harry learning physics can bend and there's a whole wizarding world hidden just out of sight, or Philip finding out his own mind is connected to, potentially everything, a whole multiverse of realities. Both stories give us this profound invitation, really. An invitation to believe that life and what we're capable of is maybe far bigger, stranger, and way more magical than we usually let ourselves think.
It really does make you stop and think what hidden portals might be waiting for you. If you take these stories seriously, not just as great fiction, but maybe as powerful metaphors for what could be real. It changes how you look at your own life. Just the idea that something so huge, so world-changing could be right here, hidden behind a mundane wall at a station, or just inside the quiet space of your own sleep. It totally shifts your perspective on what's actually possible for you, for any of us.
Yeah.
That journey from observer to shaper it really mirrors something deeply human, doesn't it? It reflects that shift we all hopefully make from feeling like life just happens to us to realizing we have agency, that we have the capacity to influence and shape our own reality. It's the ultimate hero's journey, maybe, where the biggest challenge isn't external, but overcoming our own limited ideas of what's possible.
From observer to shaper. Yeah, that's incredibly powerful. And it ties right back into our own potential, really. And Philip also gets some tools, right, to help him navigate this wild dream world. They sound pretty fascinating, too. And what's really cool about these tools is how they seem to amplify what's already inside him. He gets this powerful dream catcher called the Numinous Nagwaagan. He receives it from this ancient woman, just known as the Oracle. It's like his first proper magical object in this new reality he's discovering. But its meaning is really symbolic.
Right, because it doesn't actually open a door, does it? It does something else entirely.
Precisely. The Nagwaagan isn't about opening gates. It's more like it filters reality. It helps keep him safe from these nasty things called drayths. Think of them as like predatory energy beings or dream parasites that try to invade lucid dream spaces.
That reminds me that there's another interesting object, too, one that kind of hints at things to come, even in book 1.
Ah, you must mean the prediction charm. Yeah, that's a really rare one, a 9th degree prediction stone. It has this amazing quality. If Philip has a dream about something that is actually going to happen in his waking timeline, the stone physically changes color.
Wow. So it's a direct link, undeniable proof, connecting a dream to future events right there in his hand. And we don't need to spoil later stuff, but even early on, you see hints of this power, like how its color shifts really dramatically after a particularly tough dream involving Cynthia. It goes from this clear turquoise to a really deep, resonant purple, a clear sign that dream wasn't just a dream, it was going to happen.
It's not a metaphor. It's Philip literally seeing the future crystallize via his dreams. And man, does that raise a huge question for anyone, right? If you knew something was coming because you saw it in a dream, would you try to stop it? Could you? The weight of that knowledge, the urge to interfere, it must be immense. And yeah, as you hinted in later books, Philip starts to understand how this ability isn't just passive viewing. It might actually let him consciously tweak timelines.
That really brings us back to that core idea, doesn't it? His transformation from just watching dreams to actively shaping reality. It underlines that universal human journey, again, finding your own power, moving from being passive to being an active player in your own story, your own destiny. It's the ultimate agency.
Whether it's a brick wall that isn't quite solid at King's Cross or that moment of clarity when you realize you're dreaming while you're asleep, the real adventure starts the second you grasp that the world you thought you knew, that was just the beginning. There's so much more waiting to be discovered.
Keep exploring those hidden depths, everyone, and keep questioning what you think is real. If you're enjoying this journey into dream portals and magical gateways, please don't forget to follow the show, share it around, and maybe leave us a review. It really helps other dreamers find their way here. Definitely share this deep dive with a friend who's into magic or dreams or maybe even multiverse stuff. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.